So, good morning, everyone, and guys, welcome to your another important session for the government schemes. Now, when I talk about government schemes, guys, we have discussed lot of government schemes in the past week also. जहाँ पे हमने कुछ important schemes discuss की थी, जिसमें का नाम था PM internship scheme. We have discussed. Then we have discussed about your digital agriculture mission that I've discussed with you. Now, if I talk about today's session, guys, so today's session we are going to discuss another important scheme. And if I talk about this scheme, the reason why I'm picked this scheme is because there has been an update in this specific scheme. बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है क्योंकि अगर आप लोग नाबार्ड के पेपर के लिए जा रहे हो एंड इफ यू आर गोइंग फॉर आरबी एग्जामिनेशन देन दिस specific video will really be helpful for you. So that's why I have picked this scheme today, because there's an update in the Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana. Now let's proceed with this specific scheme here. But first of all, why it's in seen in news, as I told you, there's an update here with regards to some guidelines have been released in this scheme regarding the innovative projects here. But I told you, whenever we are going to read this scheme, सबसे important क्या है, make some short of a storyline here. तो हम वही यहाँ पे storyline form करेंगे. अब देखिए, I have seen some students were saying कि sir you are not talking in English. देखिए point है कि जो story हम बना रहे हैं, this is only about story because rest I am thinking, I am explaining the things in the English also. So I would be explaining, I would try to make the video useful for both the students who are comfortable in Hindi and for those students also who are not comfortable in it. So it will be a mixture for both of them so that you can understand this thing. First of all, as I always say, the best thing to memorize the scheme is go with the storyline here. So this is the storyline we are going to form here. So this is the person. Let's name it. The person name is A. Okay? So this is the person A, and he said that I want a solar rooftop system to be installed in India. Okay? Now the important point is when he meets the person B. Okay, so just give me a second. So when he meets the person B says to him, okay, why you want to install a rooftop system? So he said, I want to install this rooftop system because मैं चाहता हूं कि मेरे घर में जो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी है वो मैं इस सिस्टम के थ्रू ले सकूं. तो ही पर्सन बी सेड, बहुत अच्छी बात है, बट द गवर्नमेंट इज ऑल्सो हेल्पिंग इन दिस वे. So he said, okay, is the government helping me in installing these plants? So now he has some sort of questions in front of his mind. हमने बोला इसको कि भाई गवर्नमेंट आपकी ये रूफटॉप सिस्टम बनाने में हेल्प कर देगी. तो इसका सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन क्या था? How government will be helping me? Second question is, will it be installing the rooftop solar system? Is he helping me to give a loan? Because if they are installing ही, अगर इंस्टॉल कर रहे हैं, अगर इंस्टॉल नहीं कर रहे तो क्या मुझे लोन दे रहे हैं? Up to how much kilowatt of this system, rooftop system, they are going to install, or they will be helping me to install in my room or in my house? Then what is the procedure with which I can take this rooftop system? Then how many units I am going to get a free? Will it be my all units which the thing I am producing here? Will I be getting benefit on everything or not? Then the next question coming into his mind is, after how many units is that in terms of excessive units, what will be of that? उसका क्या होगा excessive units का? फिर इसने बोला कि भाई मैं तो अपने I want to set up, if the government is helping me, I have a village also. So will it be helping in my village also? Can I set up this all system in my village also? So these are some questions which are in his mind. So let's again decode these questions and write about them in the simple format with us. क्या क्या चीजें? सबसे पहले उसने पहला क्वेश्चन क्या पूछा था कि भाई गवर्नमेंट क्या करेगा, मतलब how the government is going to help me. And now in how he has some basic questions. First of all means in terms of rooftop system, how the government is going to help you. Then eligibility to set up this rooftop system? What should be the eligibility here? What is the capacity of this rooftop solar system that I could install? And then the next will be, if government is helping me, ठीक है, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल गवर्नमेंट हेल्प क्या लोन के फॉर्म में करेगा या फिर हाउ मच सब्सिडी गवर्नमेंट इज गोइंग टू गिव अस? दैट्स द बेसिक क्वेश्चन इन टर्म्स ऑफ हाउ ही वांट्स टू से. देन ही सेज what means that how much unit will he get? For excessive unit, what is the process here? Then he has a question with regards to his villages also, that whether in his village he could set up the system or not. और इसके बाद अगला क्या आ जाता है कि जो कंपनी which is the company is going to install this specific rooftop system for us. So these are the basic questions. Now first of all I always say कि अब आपने questions लिख लिए अपने पास. अब आपके माइंड में कहीं ना कहीं इसका just look at the image of this person, have this question in your mind, and then let's proceed with the scheme here. I'm talking about the solar rooftop system, or the name is saying सूर्य घर. सूर्य घर मतलब कैसे सूर्य की रोशनी घर पे आ रही है. मुफ्त बिजली मतलब फ्री इलेक्ट्रिसिटी योजना. This is what the government has proposed, this specific scheme here. Now this was the scheme launched by the government in the year 2024. This year this government scheme has been launched. Earlier there was the name of Surya Ghar Yojana, then Surya Ghar Yojana was renamed as the Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana here. Important thing is, the most important point is who is actually launching this scheme. This is not launched by the electrical department or by Ministry of Heavy Industries. It's a renewable energy you are generating here. So it's a scheme of Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. Then I told you सूर्य घर, ठीक है, सूर्य घर गवर्नमेंट ने यही बोला कि मैंने जो बोला था ना, क्या बोल रहा है, installing rooftop solars, free electricity. The first question he was asking is up to how many units. Look at the question that he was asked. He was asking a question, how much units you are going to help me? How much? So the government has given the guidance. I will be giving you up to 300 units every month. Then to how many households? To 1 crore households. Got that point? So this is how the aim of the scheme got started here. ठीक है जी, फिर क्या बोला गवर्नमेंट ने? बोला we will be providing 75,000 crore rupees here. And now he said how the government is going to help me. Then his question was up to how much kilowatt of a rooftop system he can install. Now the answer for that is he can install a rooftop solar system of as many kilowatt as he wants, but the government help is limited only up to 3 kilowatt here. Now how the government is helping me, it was all again his question here, क्या subsidy देगा या फिर government मुझे loan देगा? So in terms of subsidy, this is the point here. Government said we would be providing a center financial assistance up to 60% if your rooftop system is still 2 kilowatt. Then we would provide additional 40% if it is between 2 to 3 kilowatt. So remember this thing, 60%, 2 to 3, it is 60% plus 40%. That is the thing that is here, 2 to 3 kilowatt. That's what the government has simplified to the person here. Then the government has limited the amount of subsidy also for 1 kilowatt, 30,000, 260 and 3, 78,000 kilowatt per hour. That's something we have discussed lot of times. So this is the important part to be remembered here. कितनी subsidy देगा, ये भी उसका question था. अब उसका question क्या था कि भाई मुझे कैसे मिलेगी subsidy? How am I going to get the benefit of the scheme? That is about the eligibility here. First of all, he should be an Indian citizen. The government said you should be an Indian citizen. You should have a permanent roof or a roof which is your own, where you could set up a rooftop system. Because यहाँ पे question ये भी तो बन सकता था student person का कि मैं तो rent पे रहता हूँ. I'm living in a rented house. So will the government be providing me subsidy there? Will the government be helping me to install the rooftop system there? No. क्योंकि simple logic है, अगर आप किसी घर पे किराए पे रहोगे, okay, how the owner will tell you कि okay आप ये काम कर लो, नहीं ना. So the person is must owning a house and have a rooftop where a solar system can be installed here, and he must have a valid electricity connection. There should be an electricity connection, but it should be a valid electricity connection here, which is the thing, and must not have availed subsidy from any other government scheme. He should not have availed any type of subsidy here. Got this point, guys? That this is how the person has a doubt, sir, how I am going to get the benefit. This is the reason. If he is fulfilling this condition, then he will get the benefit here. Now, important point is here is, can a person get a loan here? The government said obviously you can get a loan at a fixed interest rate of around 7%, but that is limited up to 3 kilowatt per hour. That's a collateral free loan here. Then important point is, the person will be applying for the subsidy through the national portal here. ओके, इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट मैं उसने बोला विलेज है, तो विलेज के लिए भी बोला गया है मॉडल सोलर विलेजेस विल बी डेवलप्ड हियर फॉर अर्बन लोकल बॉडीज. इज सेड we would be setting up the rooftop systems here. Then if you are getting additional, you could set up or you could sell the excessive amount of energy being produced, more than 300 units, to the distribution companies here. Now what is the help? Why the government wants this thing? This is what we have discussed कि person ये चाहता है वो हमें पता चल गया. But why the government is helping that specific person? Let's look at that point also. Look at the point here. First thing is, because electricity, we are targeting to move towards the renewable energy systems or usage of fossil fuels here. And in that case, we know that solar energy plays a very prominent role in India. So हमने वही यहाँ पे किया है. We are saying that we will save electricity bills. Then important point here, additional 30 gigawatt of solar capacity can be inculcated here, which would result in kind of reducing 720 metric ton or 720 million tons of carbon dioxide within the next 25 years. It will help because when you are installing the systems, when you are creating a rooftop system, तो जो लोग rooftop systems लगा रहे हैं उनको job मिलेगी. So it will also help in creating around 17 lakh jobs for you. This is what the government has done. But now what about, because this scheme was launched way back in the month of Jan. Slowly and slowly the government is also kind of giving you the guidelines of the basic schemes also. Model solar के बारे में भी पढ़ूंगा, but पहले बताता हूँ कि जो companies हैं, what's a recent update in this scheme. This slide is important for those persons who have already covered this scheme. This is the most important thing you need to remember now. Now what has happened is basically for the innovative projects to be set up, the government has notified the guidelines for the implementation of innovative projects. Now what is the innovative projects means about? It says that we want to encourage, we want to set up rooftop systems, but we want to encourage the advancements in the rooftop technologies and integration techniques. Because if we are setting up the rooftop system, we want that also to be innovative. For a person, we want also that to be innovative. So for that person, government said we are going to give you 500 crore rupees here. ठीक है जी? Now the point is, if you are going towards the innovative pay, next question simple आता है, who will be overlooking at the thing? Overlooked will be done by National Institute of Solar Energy, NISE. National Institute of Solar Energy said we will be looking into these three kind of technologies which the companies are providing to us. How the government is going to help you here? Government said we will be providing a financial assistance up to 60% of the project cost or rupees 30 crores, whichever is lower. So we have just discussed 60% CFA in terms of central financial assistance cap for setting up the rooftop system for the individual. But now that is for the innovative technology also. 60% or 30 crores, whichever is lower will be the thing that is will be done here. ठीक है जी. Now what are going to develop here? हमने बोला blockchain technologies बनाइए, smart materials use कीजिए. ठीक है, we want to do integration with the electric vehicles and battery storage also. So that is what we want to do now. That we want, first of all, क्योंकि अगर आप सोलर सिस्टम लगा रहे हो, सबसे पहले बात क्या है उसकी मेंटेनेंस, मटेरियल कॉस्ट. Because the government is just giving you a subsidy of 30,000 rupees. And if let's take an example, the solar system is costing you around 20 lakh, 30 lakh rupees. Then how will the person be saying, okay, let's install that rooftop solar system? They will not be installing that system because it's not cost efficient for them. वो क्यों लगाएंगे? है ना, they will not be installing. So government what needs to do, because it's a solar system guys, it also needs, we want to use such kind of materials to make it cost effective for the people. We want to use the technology so that it could be used for the purpose also. We are promoting electric vehicles. तो कैसे आप इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल्स इंटीग्रेट कर सकते हो इसके साथ, कैसे आप बैटरी स्टोरेज बढ़ा सकते हो, all these things are going to be helped here. And annual award will also be given, which will be price up to rupees 1 crore rupees. So that is regarding the recent update in terms of the innovative projects here. And guys, you can expect a question on this specific thing in the NABARD examination also. That's the first thing here. Now let's move towards the next important part, that is the model solar village component, which was launched in the month of August by the government of India. अब यहाँ पे क्या हुआ है, मैंने आपको बताया कि the person has a question, I want to set up the same system in my village also. So he said you could make a model solar village. Now what is a model solar villages, which means you want to set up this rooftop systems in the village. अब पूरी village को ही एक rooftop system बना दो, that's model solar village. ठीक है जी, which will be implemented across all the districts of India. ठीक है, for that purpose the government has earmarked special 800 crore rupees here. Now the first question is how this village is going to be set up here. What is the kind of a village you are targeting here? The government said we are targeting a revenue village. Revenue village where if a village is having a population more than 5,000, ठीक है जी, it will be considered as a normal village in general cases. But in special category like northeastern region or hilly areas, it will be 2,000 or more people. अगर इतने लोग रह रहे हैं और एक वो revenue village है, तो competitive mode पे we will be selecting that specific village. Then the person said, okay, it's good. Now what is the government going to give us? Government said we will be giving you a reward of rupees 1 crore. बिकॉज तभी आप लगाओगे अगर गवर्नमेंट आपको रिवॉर्ड दे रही है, गवर्नमेंट इज गिविंग यू अ रिवॉर्ड, देन तभी आप लगाओगे, नहीं तो आप क्यों लगाओगे? आप बोलोगे मैं नहीं लगाता, गवर्नमेंट बोल रही मैं पैसे दे रही हूँ लगा लो, मैं तुम्हें फायदा दे रहा हूं, तो आप बोलोगे ठीक है लगा देते हैं भाई, आप हमें हेल्प कर रहे हो. अब गवर्नमेंट ने सबसे पहले बोला हम आपको 1 करोड़ रुपीज देंगे, बट वी हैव वन कंडीशन विद यू. कंडीशन क्या है? कंडीशन ये है कि हम लोग वी वुड बी वेरीफाइंग the installed projects for 6 months, and after that we will give you a declaration certificate that will be given by our district level committees. Okay, so it's not just you have installed, we want you to utilize that, we want you to use that also. So when you are using, we will be giving you 1 crore rupees. That is how the government is now promoting this thing in the villages also, this rooftop systems. Now the next question is whether the government said हम लोग तो 6 महीने बाद देंगे, तो villages will be asking us a question here, if you are giving us a 1 crore rupees after 6 months, then why should we install the project? We're not getting anything here. The government said okay, no, it's nothing like that. What we are doing is we are going to give you the assistance in 3 installments of 40%, 40% and 20%. 40% is when you are awarded this स्पेसिफिक प्रोजेक्ट इन योर डिटेल्ड प्रोजेक्ट रिपोर्ट. जब आपने अपना प्रोजेक्ट आपने बोला कि वी आर गोइंग टू सेट अप दिस स्पेसिफिक प्रोजेक्ट विद अ डिटेल्ड रिपोर्ट, दैट इज डिटेल्ड प्रोजेक्ट रिपोर्ट. 40% विल बी गिविंग यू टू यू आफ्टर यू हैव कंप्लीटेड द वर्क्स व्हिच यू हैव मेंशन्ड इन योर डिटेल्ड प्रोजेक्ट रिपोर्ट एंड यू हैव बीन सर्टिफाइड बाय द डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल कमेटी हियर. नाउ द 6 months वाला पार्ट इज फॉर द remaining 20%. It says the remaining 20% will be given when after 6 months of operation of all the works have taken place, then the remaining 20% will be given to that specific village here. So this is how this scheme is being running. Now if I talk about from the starting of this scheme guys, देखो starting में scheme सिर्फ ये था कि एक घर पे आप rooftop system लगा रहे हो. It has some bigger visions like we want to create bigger villages, we want to develop municipal corporations so that they could act as a role model for the people here. Then the government further said okay, now what the government is doing now, government said we are encouraging people to use rooftop solar system, but we want that rooftop system should also be designed in an innovative method. For that also we are going to help the peasants or the industries. So this is how the scheme is now kind of expand हो रही है scheme. ठीक है? So these are the important things you must cover if you're going for the examination this year, guys. Because again, I would say specifically for those students who are going for RBI and NABARD, this scheme is very, very, very important for your examination. Okay? So this is about your PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana. I hope you have understood the scheme. If you have understood the scheme, guys, please give me a thumbs up or thumbs up in the chat section that yes, sir, the scheme is understood for you. And also, I hope आपको ये स्टोरी समझ आ गया होगा आज regarding the Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana. Okay, so today I'm not being asking you any sort of question, guys, with regards to the scheme, but I would be asking you definitely a question on PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana in the next class of the government schemes. Okay, so please go through this scheme, understand the schemes. You have a doubt, do not worry. You can come to the next lecture and can ask me your doubt with regards to this specific scheme if you have any. Okay, so now if you're new here, guys, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can get the update with regards to the another videos which we're also posting on our channel with regards to these competitive examinations. Then for the PDF, guys, please subscribe to our Telegram channel, the link for which is given in the description below. And now, if you have any sort of query, I'm here for a minute. You could ask me your query here also. Otherwise, what you guys can do is you guys can drop me a mail at hello@edutap.co.in. You could drop me an email here also, or if you want to have a contact with us, what you guys can do is you guys can just drop us a call at the number that is 814620724. So now, guys, if you have a query, you could ask me a query here. Otherwise, let's end the session, and I wish you again all the best for the examination. So I can see there is no query at this point of time, guys. On that note, I wish you again all the best for the examination. Keep working hard, keep preparing hard. Bye-bye. And one thing, do let me know in the chat section or in the comment section which scheme you want me to take up in the next lecture. Okay.